we are. Back at it, I guess. Didn't think I was going to stream again today, but why not? Took a break, got some stuff done, and had an epiphany on how to fix the standing up and instantly sprinting if shift is held. That won't ruin everything else. Right now sprinting is it just turns on an is running boolean, and I can't just have that turn on when I'm crouched. I have to keep it where if I'm crouched that is running doesn't turn on if I hit shift. But I can just make a new boolean that is shift pressed. Pretty simple. I've already done it for walking. Walking has an is walking variable, and also is W pressed, is A pressed, is D pressed, is S pressed. Because there are circumstances where I can't have is walking be on, but I still need to have is WAS or D pressed checked. We'll do the same with shift. That will have a is running boolean and an is shift pressed boolean. That'll get me to the next step. It's almost done. That's such a small thing. I mean, the chances of that happening. I mean, I haven't noticed. It took me now. It took me until now to realize that needed needed an extra command in there. And it's been months where I've been running around the map, walking, running, crouching. Just didn't notice that if I crouch and then hold shift, then let go of C to stand up, I don't instantly start running like I should because I'm holding shift. You know. But given the chance that that can and will happen eventually to any player playing the game, that should be that should work. As most games are like that. Your games that have hold C to crouch and hold shift to run. Crouch should override shift, but it should know when you stand up from a crouch that if you have shift held or not. So I'm just gonna add that quick. And then go into finishing the chicken meat. So, first thing, add a new variable. Hey Abian, how's it going? And call it is shift pressed. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did, Abian. It was just a lot of lighting optimization and LODs and call distance. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Still working on it a little bit. I've run into some issues that I can't really figure out how to fix. Like I can't have the moonlight and the sunlight casting shadows at the exact same time, or else that kills the frame rate. And I can't have my torch cast shadows on certain objects, mainly the ground foliage. For some reason that kills frame rate, even if I set the shadow radius to be really close to me. Like I can run around and my torch can cast shadows on anything at a pretty far distance, but as soon as that torchlight that casts shadows touches is casted on the ground foliage, it kills it. So I just had to change it so everything can accept torchlight shadows except the ground, but there's still a few issues I need to work out with that, because I have some... It looks alright if, like this green and pink ground foliage here, you can see it cast a shadow from the sun, and that's fine. But I also have some of these blue plants. Not that one, but some other ones, other places. These plants, I use the foliage tool to lay down, and I don't think I can have those cast torch shadows either. So it looks really funny if I walk up to two of these plants with a torch. That one casts shadows, and that one doesn't. It doesn't look as funny when, you know, these don't cast shadows. It's not even noticeable, and, you know, unless you ever really, you know, you're really looking out for it. But anyway, I'll work on that. So right now I'm working on getting the sounds working right, and for running, walking, jumping, all that stuff, all that sound effects now. But I ran into some issues where just the straight up mechanics of changing in between a walk and a run and a crouch, and how that affects your stamina drain, isn't working right. It basically is now, except the only thing that I have run into now that I need to fix is if you hold C to crouch and you're holding W to creep forward, if you press shift to run while you're doing that, nothing happens because you're crouched. The crouching overrides the shift. But if you have W and shift and C pressed, when you let go of C, you should stand up and start running, right? But it doesn't know that you have shift pressed, because the crouch cancels. It keeps the running from firing. Then you have to let off shift and hit shift again. So I think I can fix that by adding a second run variable boolean, where right now there's just one that checks if I'm running or not. If I hold shift, there's a whole bunch of other shit, but it also checks is running. Here I need to add, not only am I running, but is shift actually pressed? Yeah, there's a lot that goes into the movement, especially when you add sound effects and you have crouching and running and jumping and stamina drain and all that stuff. So it's pretty complicated, but I'm getting it. So shift pressed, yes, shift is pressed. If I let go, shift isn't pressed, so that's the first thing. Now what that's going to affect, I think right now all it affects is the crouching. So when I stand up, I'm not crouching anymore. If I'm running, here's where I thought it was fixed. If I'm running, then go run speed. For some reason that isn't working, because why isn't that working now? No, I can't remember. I think if you're already running, you have shift pressed, and then you crouch, but you still hold shift. You've never let go of shift, and you let go of crouch and stand up, you do continue to run. But if any time while you're crouched you let off shift and press it again, and then let off crouch, you won't start running. So why is that like that in the first place? Running, it says I'm running. So then I let off. and it says I'm not running. And then I press it again, and it won't go back to running because it's doing this check. Am I crouched? So there might be a way to fix that by switching the order. These is exhausted, doesn't need to be there anymore. Change that to can run. Just made more sense in my head. I could put that before the crouching check, but that's going to ruin the initial if I'm already crouched. Excuse me. That would fix what I'm trying to fix right now, but it would break running while crouching. Basically, I could crouch and then start running, and I'd be, the camera would be low, it wouldn't make the running sound, and I'd start flying across the ground, so that's not going to work. So if I just leave that the way it is, and separate is running to is shift press down on the crouch, that should do it. So right here is oh crap. Release the C key. Set to not crouching. And right here is shift pressed. That should do it right there. I can just go here, I can put the false to there. It'll do the running check, which probably that would actually never. How's that gonna work? Yeah. Shift isn't pressed. So here, that could just be taken out. That would never go true. But just in case, I'll leave that on true. Here, shift is pressed, then yes, put my max walk speed up. See if that does it. Alright, Evian. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'll see you around. Hopefully this works. And that's really the only difference I made. The other difference was in the holding shift. All that does is flip the boolean. Is shift pressed or not, so that shouldn't affect anything else. The only thing that this should affect is the node that I just implemented. Yeah, it should fix what I'm doing, and I actually should be able to take out this branch is running and just hook false right up to here. But it doesn't really matter. It's kind of it's a redundancy, but sometimes redundancies are good. But if it's a completely unnecessary one, it could just be taken out. I mean, if it's a true redundancy, obviously it doesn't need to be in there, but like a backup redundancy. The first one doesn't work, then the second one would, but I don't see any reason why that first one wouldn't ever work. So I'm just going to pause it quick here so I can hear sounds. And walking along, crouch, sound stops. That's working. Running. Instantly start running. But now, if I walk, hit crouch, then hit shift, then let go crouch, they see it's still not working. Fuck. Walk, shift, crouch. Stand up, run, crouch, stand up, run, that's fine. If I walk, crouch, then hit shift, then stand up, doesn't do the run sound or the run speed. There's something I missed. Hey Len, how's it going? Why is that not working? Hold shift. Sets his shift pressed to true. That should stay true until I let go of shift. There's no other event tick that would cause that not to change. That would cause that to change. So if I hold shift, shift is pressed goes yes. I let go of crouch. Lets the volume of the walk and run go back to full. It checks to see if there's anything above my head. If there is, I just stay crouched, which might cause some issues in the future. I'll have to test that, but for now I'm not going to worry about that. Stand up, I'm not crouching anymore, but is shift pressed? Is shift pressed? Yes. That, I don't know why that's not working. That should go true to run speed, but it's not. It's staying at walk speed. So there's most likely that script is right, but there's an event tick somewhere that is keeping me from. It's basically resetting that to walk speed. So for like one frame, I probably run, or it would, but the next frame cancels it. So where the hell? Can't be in the velocity. It has to be. The speeds are set. Doesn't make any sense. Why isn't that working? Running. Can I run? Yes. This, yeah, that's all just stamina drain. That has nothing to do with speed. Oh, here, no, that's just max walk speed. My stamina gets to 0. I wonder if there's a way to find all instances of the walk speed node. Shit. Yeah, there is, because it's a variable that I've manually set. So, find all instances of walk, not Wolka. Walk. Walk speed. Find references. It's going to take a bit for it to find them all. I just need to go through manually and check what they're all doing. Oh, why doesn't that have a set? Oh, are you kidding me? These are all gets. Okay, because this isn't a variable I set, this is straight from the editor. So that's right, it's part of the character movement. Max walk speed should be somewhere. Max walk speed. It doesn't look like there's a way to find all references of that, though. Gonna have to look through it manually. Unless... here? Yes, I can find it here by right-clicking. Find references of this item. That's what I was looking for. Not references of manual variables that I set. References of the actual character movement. It looks like I have, what, 9 here. So there's 9 different things in the script that change my walk speed, and one of them is interfering with standing up while I'm sprinting. Okay. Hold left shift. Yeah, that's the first one. That's the most obvious one. Hold left shift. Makes me run faster. Changes my walk speed to what? To the run speed that I've set. So that's good. Now when I crouch, it sets it back to crouch speed. But when I let off of crouch, it should set it back. Okay. Yep, just running. Not crouched, sets it back to walk speed. If I'm crouching, it sets my speed to 150. Which it's supposed to do. And then when I let off shift, checks is shift still pressed. If it is, turn my run speed to 800. That's good. I got a feeling it's an event taking over. Unless there's something wrong here. Shift pressed. False. That just shouldn't go false because that's the whole problem that I'm working with here is I've never let go of shift, so shift press should never have gone false. Let me make sure that I have that right in the first place. Sprinting, shift is pressed. Not sprinting, shift is not pressed. And it starts out, default is negative. So that should be fine. God. I'm thinking it fires false here for some reason. But it shouldn't. What would be canceling that? Here we go. Event begin play. All that does is just set my walk speed. Why the hell would I even need that? I mean, the walk speed is already... I could just have the default. Oh, I think at one time I was thinking the default on the character movement was kind of the hard code of your max speed, and it could never get higher than that. So I set it at max speed as default. I set the run speed as default, and then when the game starts, flip it down to walk speed with script. That's kind of unnecessary, but because now I've realized that you can just change, and pretty much any default variable can, you know, be raised or lowered above itself. I don't know why I ever thought it could only be lower. I suppose because it says max. You know what I'm saying right here. These are all the defaults that your character, like when the game starts, these are the settings that it takes. So I was thinking max walk speed 800. I didn't think it could ever be raised higher than that unless you changed it here to begin with, but you can. This is just the beginning of the game, what it wants to default to. But I could still, with script, I could change that max walk speed to, 10,000 temporarily if I wanted to be the Flash. But that shouldn't be interfering. Just leave that the way it is. One second. Hey, that was a long time ago, Len. Where have you been, man? Nice of you to come back, though. Okay, shit. Did I check this one already? Last time I checked was on the event begin play. Alright, so there's this one. Is this on a tick? Where am I at here? Running. Yes, it is on a tick. So that only turns my max walk speed if my stamina is less than or equal to 0. So that's not interfering with this. That just changes it, if you're holding shift and W, running along, and your stamina drains, your run speed goes down even though you're still holding shift and W. Okay, and that is that instance. Whether the game was loaded or started from the beginning doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with what I'm doing. Here. What the fuck? Why is there two? I swear that already... That was like this one. Is it giving me two references to that? No, it's not. One. Two. The first two were just hitting shift and letting go of shift. For the crouches. That is the load. This should be the start game. No. It's a 0 penalty. the save. Yeah, that was quite a long time ago, Len. Lots happened since then. Alright, so I guess I just didn't have a reference to that one yet. Let's see what the last one is referenced to. This might... Hopefully this is where the mistake is. Right here. Ah, yep. Yep, that's where it is. Rest. Released. Yep. No, because that's only if I let go of shift, not if I let go of C. Fuck. Well, that doesn't make any sense why that's not working. It must be here. I'm gonna take this out to simplify it. I don't think that needs to be there at all. This can go straight to there. Shift is not pressed. Walk speed. Shift is pressed when I let go of crouch. Run speed. Fuck, why is that not working? There's gotta be something else. There just has to be. Because... God, what would be interfering with that? Nope. Not sure. Just test it again. So what I think it's doing is it might be setting... No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yep. It's setting the max walk speed, but it's... Oh, but it's not a... No, that would make sense, because when that goes up, if you're moving... Nothing can override it, because it would just reset it, so something is resetting it. And it might be... Shit, where... Here we go, the walking step sound. Nope, that just has to do with sound. That's just running held when stamina runs out. I gotta go through my event ticks to make sure there's nothing that I just didn't notice. Event tick starts here. Goes through there. Nothing affects speed there, that's all sound. Velocity check only checks things and turns on or off the sound. Move item. That's false. Turns back on the tick and it goes through back to there. If it's true, it just goes straight to there. Then, so that's all. There's no way that can close. Only. Yeah, that's a. Well, it's a closed loop. Not really a loop, but chain. It's not a broken chain, I guess is the term I'm looking for. Whether it comes off the true or the false here, it always, these two white lines will always be ticking. It always goes back into the values of hunger and thirst. But then when that comes along, that gets diverted by, after the bow stamina drain, that comes down into the running. If I'm running, true. And when I crouch, that goes false. When that ticks down here, that only has to do with stamina drain. No run speed. Hey Bart, how's it going? That all comes back up to here, which just determines sounds based on stamina. And that goes back into torch drain. And that's an unbroken chain. And that all comes through everything. That's too bad, Bart. Under the health value. As long as I'm not dead, that keeps ticking every frame. Down to here. Continue playing sounds. After jump and fall, when movement keys are still held. So the sound just automatically starts again. The running or walking sound when you hit the ground after jumping or falling. That doesn't have anything to do with speed. That just plays the audio. Yeah, from what I can see, there's no reason this shouldn't be working. But there's probably one simple little thing that I just am missing. Like, is editable or something's just not allowing that to change. Shift pressed, it's a boolean, it's editable, it starts off null. Just gonna play it. Oh, that's cool, Bart. Mobile Sudoku. It's good stuff. Sudoku. Let's make sure the normal things aren't broken. Okay, that's working, but run, crouch, let go of shift, and let go crouch. Goes to walk with the sound. Crouch, then hit shift, stand up, not running. What is overriding that? Making no sense. Yeah. The fuck? Get back in your spot. Alright, I think I see it already. Yeah, I'm retarded. Right here, if I'm crouching, it's not going to put is shift press to true, because it's after it. It's got to be before. Simplest things. Sometimes. Just had the link the wrong part of the chain. Oh, it might work. I'm not going to say it's going to. I think it's going to as much as I thought it was going to before, but it didn't. It didn't before. Yeah, that's not naked though, Bart. That's been a thing on television for years. I remember as a kid seeing that. I must have been like, not even 10. I saw a parade on TV where naked chicks with just full body paint and nothing else. And I was just amazed. And then my mom caught me watching it and she's like, "What are you watching?" Like, they're not naked, Mom, they got paint on. That's like in the 80s. I could see how that would be iffy with webcams depending on the rules of the site though. Alright. Walking along, running, crouch, everything's fine. Stand up, start running again. Good. But walking, then crouch, then hold shift. Stand up and run. Yes, it works. Now I just gotta add the sound in there. So the run sound starts. I'd freeze to death out here. It snowed last night for the first time this year. Well, yesterday. And then it got really freaking cold today. So, crouching. If you crouch when you have shift already pressed. You stand up when you have shift already pressed. Play the run sound. Is shift pressed. True. Here. And play the run sound. Fuck. How am I gonna get that to work and not conflict with something else? That's gonna be in the velocity check, I think. No, that just turns the volume on or off. Why is it defaulting to run? Or to walk and not run? Let's see, fluid ground to stone transition, that's not where it is. It's just when I stand. No, crouching, all that does is shut off the audio right now. When I release, it turns back on the audio, the step sounds. But why does it default to walk instead of run? I think I just need to add doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure that if I play the run sound right here, it's gonna also play the walk sound. So really, because the walk sound triggers somewhere else. And instead of putting a check elsewhere where run starts, I can just shut it off here and turn on just the run. So in between this node and this timeline, I need to shut off all walk sounds and turn on the appropriate run sound, which is gonna be it's gonna add more wires to the mess, but it's gotta be done. So first thing I want to do is grab references to walking on grass and walking on stone, and link those to a stop node. Remember, this goes into the reverse from end on the timeline there. And then I need a check to determine what type of ground I'm actually on. Let's see. Take it off of there. Yes, because that right here, check ground type. Yes. That's where all my other ones come from. So I need to grab another bool here. Oh fuck. That will determine what type of ground I'm on. If that's true, it's stone. If it's false, I'm on grass. Shit. I believe. Is that how I said it? True, stone, yes. False, grass. And it's going to... like that. I could have just copy-pasted this. Yep, what's up? Oh, you're leaving?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going shopping first, then.
Oh, where are you going shopping?
I don't know. Over shopping.
Getting some groceries? Awesome. I'm gonna take a break here and say bye to my daughter and wife quick. Going to a show. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Almost. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, so I was thinking stopping one sound is better than stopping a sound and then after that playing a new sound is better, but it doesn't really matter because it happens kind of instantaneously. So even though I have play, run, and stop walk flip-flopped here, I don't think it's going to matter. I'll grab both of these. It's a little bit shorter part. I trimmed it a bit. It was getting crazy. Not too long, it was just... There's just wild hairs all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Now what? The hell am I... Why did I do that? Oh, that was walking or running. I don't need that. I need this. And... yeah, I need these two to just die. Yeah, they did. And food. There's probably food in it right now. Okay, true. Play runstone. False. Play just the run. And that's only going to fire if shift is pressed already when I stand up. If shift isn't pressed when I stand up, it's just going to continue playing the regular walk sound. And I can't remember where. That's another issue with my wild scripting, is I can't remember how the hell I had it so it even started playing the walk sound in the first place. But either way, that's going to cancel the walk sound that would have played somewhere else and play the run here. Probably. I don't know, let's see. Yep. Maybe sticking out the other side a little bit. Go diagonally. There we go. That sucker's hidden. Had more stuff in there. It's fun stuff to do well this is compiling. I'd shit in my beard. Crazy bastards. Alright. It's falling out. Where'd it go? I lost it. There it is. A little hairspray, that would fix it. Why do you hairspray your beard? So I can store stuff in it better. Oh no, it's broke again. What the fuck? I'm not standing. Oh, yeah, I forgot to hook the end of that script back to the reverse from start crouch timeline. I haven't played that for quite some while. Quite some time. The Fallout Shelter. There we go. Now it should work properly. Or else I'd be perma-crouched. Yeah, I should totally do that. You have a pen, sir? Why, yes. I think he still has a lot more planned for his minion army. Got a lot of other girls to impregnate. It's hard keeping track of which ones he's related to. Wish it would tell you right away when you put two people in a room together. Hey, these two are related, they'll never procreate. Alright, that's working again like it should. Now if I walk, then crouch, then hold shift, then stand up. Yes, I go to running, and it plays the run sound, and only the run sound. Crouch and it stops. Stand up again. Never letting go of shift. I crouch. Let go of shift. Hit shift. Stand up. Run. Okay. Now I think it's working. Although, let's see if it works on a transition. And I'm unarmed, so I'm gonna get killed. I had a good transition. I think it was up here. Alright. Let's see. Run, hold shift, crouch. Now let's see if I stand up, it should be the rock sound. It's both. Fuck. Why did it play both? Alright. This does. It's like it remembered what I used to be on. Oh, yeah, it does the same. Wait, what are the chances you're gonna walk across the transition, though? Fucker almost got me. Alright. So like I've said, fix one problem, realize it makes another problem. And that is in the transition. Here. It's always ticking. But that only ticks once on transition. That's fucked. Doesn't make any sense. Because it doesn't start playing until I let go. Alright, I think. Why would it do that? It's like that's triggering true and false at the same time, which is impossible. So somewhere in the fluid ground to stone transition, it wants change there. Play the sound in the background, but only reveal the sound that is playing once I stand up. So to wipe that slate clean and start it over again, I maybe need to stop the running sounds here too. Although when I go over a transition, it might play the sound again. Yep. Yep, right here. When I go over transition, it plays the sound instantly. Unless I put an is crouched bool in there. Hey Joe, they are hellish, man. They've never been heavenly, but ever since I started messing around with sound effects for walking and jumping and transitioning from grass to stone, it's got completely hellish. So, right. Oh, motherfucker, I have an is crouching node there already. Which I think is broken because when I hit shift, when I'm crouched, no, that doesn't change an is crouching bool. Just crouching turns it on. So this should not go through. Those truths should just misfire. My fuck. When I stand up though. When I stand up, it instantly fires one more time because I've made the transition from one type of ground to the other, so that allows this manual do once to break through one more time. When it does, I'm not crouched anymore, so then it plays. So how do I get that to work when I'm just crouching across the transition, but not play when I stand up? I think just adding the stop running here. It might take a tiny bit of a delay too, because it's gonna want to play when I stand up. But basically I let go of C. The fluid transition script fires once. And then God, it's like happening simultaneously. So basically at the same time, the same frame, it's gonna want to stop and start a sound. I think the stop will override it though, so I should be able to just put run on stone and ground right here. Let's see, oh fuck, damn it. Let's see if that does it. Run and run stone. That doesn't work. I might just like a 2/200ths of a second delay might fix it, but that's gonna fuck up the timing of the crouch. You're not gonna stand up. Start standing up for 2/200ths of a second. I guess that's okay, but I don't even know if I'm gonna need to do that. This might work. This is where the scripting gets extremely confusing for me, is when things are happening multiple things are happening simultaneously. I could be completely wrong in assuming that smooth transition tick is what's causing the issue here. The other issue is that I've made this whole walking and sound script all just on my own from trial and error. So most of the things that I'll work on, I'll just guess and try to logically figure out how it works, and keep testing it until it finally works. And sometimes I won't really know why. I mean, most of the time I do, but it's like here, I should really know why this isn't working. But that's all I can do is really take it one step at a time and keep messing with it till I understand it. Alright. Crouching. Go across the transition. Stand up. It'll be a stone sound. Nope, it's not. Fuck. Why is that broke? Stone sound. Crouch. That's still stone sound. Alright. Yeah, my whole logic is flawed in the first place. I need to shut off. Take out the is crouching bool. I don't know why it just dawned on me that adding the is crouching bool to the smooth transition is breaking, completely breaking the smooth transition. It's not just not making a fire while I'm crouching. It's not making it work right when I stand up. I'll just bypass it here. See what else problem that brings. It's gonna fix one thing, but it's probably gonna break another. Because now, mother humper. Yeah. Yeah, this might actually work. Because now when I stand, it's going to want to instantly play a walk or run sound based on the smooth transition script. I'm not going to let it, because letting go C stops it and plays its own sound. Hey, thanks, Joe. Much appreciated. Run over there and test different things while I'm on the way. Okay, everything's working so far. And if I jump and crouch and try to run, I just land, instantly crouch, creep as I should. Now, walking, that transition works. Running, that works. The crouching, across the transition. That works. Crouch on stone. Stand up on grass. Not sure if you guys can hear it, but it's like a clip clop on the stone and a crunch crunch on the grass. I'll try crouching with shift held. Now, continuing to hold shift and W. If I let go of C, should be clip clop. And a run, yes. Now, continue to hold W and shift. Hit crouch, cross the transition. Stand, should be crunch crunch. Yes. Okay, but now crouch, then hit sprint, then stand up. That works. Crouch, hold sprint, cross the transition, stand up, crunch crunch, good, and then toggle it. Crouch, hit shift, let go, onto the stone, stand up, clap, hit shift, let go of the grass. There we go, I think it's working now. Let's see if I cross two transitions though. That's onto stone. This transition works the same as going onto the mountain there. Back here. That works. Let's see. Run. Crouch. Let go of shift. Hit shift again. Stand up. Alright, I think it's working. Ending something I just didn't think of. Good. Go kill some stuff. Getting cold though. Really want it to get darker. It's too bright. Sky's still got a purple tint to it. So yeah, that's about right. As that sky slowly goes to pitch black, it'll get darker in here, but the moonlight is still really bright. Which I kinda like, it doesn't need to be so bright. There we go, now the ambient light is completely gone. Well, not completely. I'm pretty sure that shadow will be completely black once it's... yeah, actually the ambient light doesn't go completely to zero. I've left it to have a little bit of light. So this pattern in the shadow won't completely go away. And when the moon sets before the sun rises, it'll be super damn dark, but you'll be able to see a little bit. Why didn't that pick up? Must not have hit it. Start a fire here before I freeze. And get a spear, because I can't use my bow and arrow and hold a torch at the same time. Go kill something for fun. Yeah, that's about right. I want it to be super dark in the jungle canopy, under the jungle canopy, but once you get out to moonlight, it's bright enough to see without a torch. Pretty realistic. As long as there's a full moon. You know, that would be cool to someday add a add moon phase transitions. You know what I mean? So not only you can see the sliver of the moon, but depending on what stage the moon is in, that's how bright it'll be. So on days when there's just a tiny sliver, there won't be this much moonlight. You know what I'm saying? It would only be like this during the full moon phases. Gradually change, you know, it could make it whatever, a 20-day cycle or 50-day cycle, whatever this world has. Someday. Of course, when I want to kill a guy, they're nowhere to be found. This one. I think I gotta increase his hearing sensor a little bit. So it's almost into their charge sensor. Oh, I missed him! Oh, fuck! Yeah, he killed me. Dead. You gotta get the timing just right to get in there with the spear. And he can't, if you're at the perfect distance and you're running backwards, he can't hit you. You can hit him with a spear. Your spear outreaches him a little bit, but it's tough to get it right. So you gotta try to, when he swings, then get in there and poke him and run backwards, and you know, before he swings again. Much safer with a bow and arrow. Alright. I think I'm done messing with the walking and running and crouching for now. Let's see. Gotta add functionality of the meat. Formican meat works, but hey, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. The bird meat is still not right because it's just not all functional. I basically copied the blueprint for the Formican meat that I made and changed some things to make it work as the bird meat when you harvest it from the bird creature. Okay, chicken meat. I call it chicken mat. Chicken mat. Let's see. This needs to be changed to chicken meat raw? No, chicken meat. Yes. There we go. Now it's the turkey drumstick and the thigh. And I believe I can leave the code all the same. Unless I want to change it. It'll be the chicken meat's a little more hardy than the Formican meat or something. Or it has a higher chance to get you poisoned, maybe. If you don't cook it. Okay, so now I have the ability to pick up raw meat from the chicken. And now I need to add the ability to cook this meat, which is done on the HUD event graph. Crafting HUD event graph. What the? Alright, there we go. So HUD. Not hug. HUD. And on the survival tab, that's going to need a new button. right here. Cooked meat slot. Like a cooked chicken meat slot. Paste one in there. Call this cooked chicken meat. Change this just to remember for now. I don't know, the energy icon. Why not? That's yellow there, it should be red. Or man, my brain. It should be a white background with a yellow lightning bolt. But whatever. Move that over one. Now that button needs functionality. The button was clicked. Waiting for it to open up the event graph. This over. God, can I move the screen faster with arrows or something? Nope. Where do I have all these guys? That's crafting, salvaging, repairing. Gird, this is so slow. Belt button was clicked. Wield weapon. Crafting image was clicked. Gourd. Alright, so that needs to go here. Basically need to copy this. Paste that. And get chicken meat info and the chicken meat border up there. Make sure I don't have that different on the cooked meat. Alright, there is a whole bunch of shit. Craft items needed. Button, the info, and the border. I only have two things on that other one. Oh, that was the carapace, right? Yeah, that's not ready yet. Alright, so back to the designer. Wow. It's crazy how much I forget. Craft items needed. The button, the torch, the detail border. Not the torch, the meat. So, add a hammer, copy that, and paste it into the canvas panel. Is that where I want it? Yeah. No. Yeah. Canvas panel. Now that needs to change to chicken meat info. The image is going to change. Where did I put the image? The image is going to change to chicken meat once I make that. Just, oh, frack. Change that to a placeholder. Be whatever. For the energy icon again. There we go. That image size is all messed up. That doesn't matter. Title be roasted chicken. Not roasted chicken. It's not a chicken. Is it? Roasted. Well, at least it's poultry. Until I figure out an actual name. Roasted poultry. Then is it roasted after it's... Yeah, it's still considered poultry after it's roasted. That's what makes it poultry. Right? Poultry is the food name for chicken meat. Description. What description do I want to put on this? Probably the same as... close to what I put for the formican meat. Where are you? This roasted meat. Is it? Shit, I gotta put that in the text. Okay, roasted meat. Increases health. Need campfire to cook. Prevents food poisoning. So increases health, and hunger, but that's should be obvious. Increases health. Shit, what were the other ones? Cooking it prevents food poisoning. And why I capitalize health there. Needs campfire to cook. Okay, and this needs to say roasted poultry right here. Alright, and then that needs to move over here, but I can't get that perfect. I don't want it to be a bit off from the other ones. It's not snapping to it. I'll have to manually change that. Let's see. 432, 45, 432, and 45. There we go. Now once I throw the right picture in there, resize the picture, we'll put the text in the right spot. Okay, back to the graph. Get chicken info. The item detail border. Craft menu button and craft items needed. I don't have those yet. So, to the designer, throw in items needed and the button. And to make that easy, I will duplicate the formican meat. Here, copy that, paste it into the canvas panel. Could reorder some of the stuff. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Look at it. Do animatable property change? Is that even what I want to do? I don't know. I guess, is that what it's called? Undo animatable property change. Oh fuck. Okay, edit, redo. Let's take this out. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't want that in there. Delete that. And it's the craft items needed. That's what I'm looking for. Cooked meat, right here. Copy that. Paste that. There we go. And hey, what's up?
Can I have some of your candy?
Where is it?
I want
Oh, it's hidden. You'll have to wait. I'll get it for you in a little bit, okay? It's somewhere where you can't reach it.
I'm having candy.
So, candy addicts, crackheads.
Dad, can we have as much as we want, but not that much? Like
Sure.
3 pieces?
Sure.
Okay.
Just give me a few minutes. Okay. That needs to go the same place as... Well, I need to change the name of this first. Craft items needed. Roasted chicken. That would have been pretty funny. Alright. Roasted chicken. That needs to go same place as regular cooked meat, so we got -80 and 355. -80, 90, and 355. And then the actual, let's see. Craft items needed, roasted chicken. Oh shit, why didn't it? What the fuck? Okay. There we go. That needs to be different icon, so I'll wait to make that. This will get the functionality of it in there. You going to sleep, Bart? Alright, see you later, man. Take care. This will be roasted chicken craft items needed. And the last thing it needs is the button. Actually crafts it. Craft menu button. Well, I could do this easier. Me. Keep forgetting that doesn't show the subcategories. yeah, just take any of these, it doesn't really matter. I'll take the bow. Copy that. Paste it into the canvas panel. That might not have been the right thing to do. I'm going to back up. No, fuck. That's right, that doesn't back it up. Delete it here. Basically because that button isn't going to be the same size as the meat button. So I'll go craft button meat. That should do it. Copy that. Paste that into the canvas panel. But I'll change the name first. Craft menu button chicken meat. Cook meat button says roast meat. Craft cancel meat button. There we go. So I want this to be the same position as the other. Let's see, craft meat. -80, 355. Okay, it was the same. -80. Or no, that's not the same as the last thing. Oh, that's all fucked up. Craft menu button meat. -149 and 450. -149 and 450. There we go. Now it's going to be in the right spot on the screen, the right size, the right word. And then the actual functionality of clicking on it. Right here on clicked. Gotta wait for the event graph to show up. You gotta be shitting me, button 4? What the? It's called button 4. Click meat button. Roast chicken button. I think there was a duplicate name conflict there. Change these. I recall that happening once before. Back to the event graph. Oh, okay, it already changed. Good. I'd have to delete that. That's gonna be way over here. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it is there. Find the meat spot and copy that script. Well, that's salvaging. That's building. Right there, and I even left a spot. Alright. This will all be the same here mostly. Copy that, paste it here. then check what needs to be changed. Let's see. Do I have raw meat? Yes, but I need to have the raw chicken meat instead. So, how many items for comparison? That needs a new node here to get the right item count. This basically zips through every time you try to craft something, and it gets a list of all the items that you have in your inventory and how many you have of them. This needs to be chicken meat raw. So it checks if I have chicken meat raw, and if I do, it adds how many. So within here I also have to add an output. I love this song. Such a good soundtrack. Alright. Where are the outputs I'm looking for? Right here. New. This needs to be raw chicken. Change the boolean to an integer because it's not saying yes or no, it's saying how many, and link that here. Now it has the ability to check and count if I have and how many chicken meats. Raw chickens. There we go. And next step, so see how many I have. Basically put them in the array, then check the array. Do I have at least one? Greater than or equal to 1, yes. Can I cook? Which is, there's a bunch of script elsewhere that basically on the campfire, if I'm close enough to the campfire, can't cook goes to true. So this checks it. Can I cook? Yes. And then it takes away the chicken meat, raw chicken meat, out of my inventory. After that, it checks if my inventory is full or not. If it is, it spawns the meat on the ground. So this needs to be cooked chicken, which I just named chicken meat, not chicken meat raw. And that's gonna bust a bunch of links here, I believe. Possibly? Nope. It all translated. Good. And if I do have space on my inventory, spawn chicken meat in my inventory. And I can just leave these booleans named as formica meat. I could change those, but I don't think I need to. That did break the item info, though, because this won't update when you switch the class of the blueprint that you've linked the spawn actor node to. So I gotta delete this and pull off a new item info. I'm getting the item info of the chicken meat. Add that to the inventory, so it will know what to do when I click on that item and try to eat it. You know, the chance to poison me, or the chance to, or just to be able to cook it, you know. Actually, that's, yeah, if it's, the hell would I even need the info for? It's already cooked. Not sure. That might link it to the eating so it knows how much health to give me. I don't think so. That might be there for a placeholder, or if I want to mouse over something in my inventory and click on it and see what it's all about. Right now it's just stuff in the crafting HUD. The items themselves show the info about what it is. I'm gonna take a break here. I told my kids I'd give them that candy, but I can wait a little bit longer. I've eaten so much candy since Halloween, it's ridiculous. They're not all dead. This, I need the craft menu button. Chicken. Craft menu. Oh fuck, where is it? Craft menu. Meat? Does that all have to be in order? Craft menu button. Chicken meat. There we go. And then I believe I have to throw those all into the macro up here. Yeah, the item detail border. So I need the items needed, the button, and the info. Basically everything but the detail border. Oh, son of a bitch. Get up there. Alright, take these, copy those. That is so when I click on the meat, then I'm like, nah, I guess I don't want to cook meat, and then I click on something else. All the crafting info about the meat goes away, and the stuff of the new thing I clicked on comes up. Just basically a refresh. It wipes everything clean. So it's ready to show the new stuff. Carapace over here will be one of the next things I add. Alright, I think that should all work now. Just the icons aren't going to be right. It's not going to look like chicken meat. But I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, I'll fire up GIMP and do that. But I need to take a couple screenshots. I just screenshot. For now, I'm just screenshotting the items in the Unreal Editor item viewer. Then taking those screenshots and manipulating them in GIMP. Compile already. Oh, you're busted as hell. Why are you busted? Tell me why you're busted. Blueprint itself is not Formican meat. Therefore, target must have a connection. Well, where are you? Show me. Show me. Aren't you going to it? Mother of God. It's supposed to just go to it. Not sure why it's not. Oh, now it's locked up. There we go. Alright, that got broken for some reason. I'm not sure why. Why you're not compatible? Oh, because I changed it. That needs to be... Yeah, same deal with the info there. That needs to be changed to... whatever's on that blueprint, and it's the same name, but it's just a different blueprint. So, need to set hidden here, and set disabled here. That basically just makes it invisible when you pick it up from the ground and turns off the collision, so you can't pick it up twice. It's just how items work in most, I can't say most, but a lot of video games. When you pick it up, it just goes invisible and it actually stays there until you drop it. then it teleports and reappears in the drop location. Okay, so those are fixed. Except I need to check those on. And I think these are referencing the exact same errors. What the fuck? Please don't crash. I haven't saved it for a while. Oh yeah, it's just referencing these that can be deleted. Alright, now it should be fine. Just gonna play it quick. There we go. Play it quick, see if I can roast that meat. The icons aren't gonna look right, but the functionality should be fine. Yeah, it's gonna look like Formican meat when I get it raw, and then it should be a lightning bolt when I cook it. Inventory doesn't just pop up automatically, I just hit it quick so I can get my arrow to make the screen bigger. Okay, a couple arrows and a knife so I can harvest the meat, bow drill and wood so I can start a fire and cook it. Come here, feathery bastard. Oh! Didn't kill him. Shit! How'd that not kill him? Usually die in 1 or 2 hits. 3 hits? You gotta be shitting me. Oh my god. You little fucker. There you go. You're dead. And knife. The meat. And that should be all I can get from him. Yep, meat and feathers fully harvested. You can still whack at him and lose durability on your knife if you're crazy, but grab my arrows. Don't really need them anymore, but and go over here so I don't get eaten when I'm trying to test this. Hey Venom, how's it going, man? Light the fire. Yep, there's the icon for the new thing I just added. Craft campfire. Alright, campfire is there. I'm going to try to cook the meat, not by the campfire. Make sure that doesn't work when it's not supposed to. That's obviously going to look like the chicken meat. If I drop it, it should... Ew, hopefully this works. It might not. Yeah, okay. That's what the icon will look like. Pick it up. Spin it around if I want. Not sure why it's not centered. I have to fix that a little bit. Doesn't revolve around the center point. Anyway, yeah, those icons will change. I'm gonna try to cook it, and that didn't. This will turn to the same icon with a gray background. That's fucked up. I'm gonna turn that off. That's on the first-person blueprint, I believe. Down by the fire. Roast. There we go. It roasted it. And that's going to be messed up until I fix that, so I'm just going to click on something else. There we go. Now when I drop this, it should be brown instead of pink. Oh, it's ginormous. Why is it ginormous? That meat got huge. That's fucked up. Okay. So it's mostly working. Pending some weird issues, and I can't even pick that up. What have I done? How could I pick one up and not the other? What the frack? Okay. Yeah. That should work. A few things, though, that I'll fix when I come back, because I told my kids I would get them something to eat. So when I come back, I'll get it so the roasted meat text doesn't stay in the screen when I close the inventory, and change the position and scale of the cooked meat. That was all wrong. And then I'll go into GIMP and work in the icons. So, till then, I'll just leave the game on with the music and all that fun stuff. Alright, I'll be back in 5 minutes or so. Okay. I'm back. So, where was I? Getting the new crafting text to shut off when I close the inventory. Repositioning and resizing meat when I cook it, and drop it on the ground, and making the icons. I'm shifting my blanket I'm sitting on. It's up my ass. Oh, okay. There we go. Here. Somewhere in this debacle right here. The spaghetti. Not the wheeled. Item detail. 3 things there. Craft menu, craft items needed, and the info. Menu, chicken. Get craft menu button. Chicken. Get needed roasted chicken, and get info chicken. Or is it roasted chicken? Chicken meat info. I think those are the 3 I need. Find out if it doesn't work. So I gotta loop these in to the hidden node. So now when I close the menu, that stuff will hide if it's up. And I'll just throw it in their respective columns here. Shit. Chicken meat. I could have this all linked on a different blueprint, but it doesn't really matter. It can be on this one. Okay, that should work. Now, while that's compiling, I'm gonna open up GIMP. Why is that taking so long? It takes that long to open GIMP, but I guess I've never opened it while I'm compiling something. Oh, probably gonna make the compile take twice as long. Oh, there we go. Just let that try to open in the background. Chicken meat. That's why I couldn't pick it up, because it wasn't on the... wasn't centered. But I want it to be the exact same size as the raw meat. So, oh my god, GIMP is freaking out. What the fuck? That's opening. Jesus. Come on, GIMP. Alright. That just opened in the background. I'm gonna use it in a second here. The chicken meat raw blueprint. Copy some variables. Get it so it's that size, that position. chicken meat, location, copy. Oh no, I didn't just hit the game HUD, come on. Location in here. I don't know why I have that off to the side. That doesn't really make much sense, but whatever. Actually, that's gonna be why it's not rotating around its axis. I think I do want to keep that centered and move the trigger itself. Oh, fuck. Trigger to right there. I'll put this 0, 0. Leave the height. What in the world? Oh my god. Probably screwed a whole bunch of shit up, but I think that'll work. Like that. Pick up orb, centered over the meat itself. And that I can just manually change. So the scale is 0.13. I'll just make this. Oh fuck. 0.13 across the board. What the frack? Stay locked. 1. Oh my god, it's all fucked up. 1. 1 and 1. Jesus. Lock it now. 0.13. There we go. That's good. Compile that. Save it. Go here. Lock this. Stay locked. 0.13. Oh, fuck, the wrong thing. Gotta be shitting me. And that's not resetting. Damn. Lock that. 0.126 or 1.26. File. Save it. Trigger 1.26. And the meat was 0.13, right? 0.13. 0.13. You gotta be shitting me. Keep forgetting to hit the right thing. 0.126 or 1.26. The meat. 0.13. There we go. But the location of the trigger is wrong. Hope there's good. Okay. Now that should all be in order. Now I want to go to... Oh my god, what I just hit? Items. No, I want to go to the actual items folder. Oh, yep. Content, items, chicken, meat. Pull up this. Don't show the grid. Get a good screenshot of that. Oh, like that. Maybe. Like that, looks good. I like that one facet so bright. It's kind of anal, but nothing I can do about that. In this view, anyway. Alright, that's fine. That'll be a good screenshot. There. Okay, open up. Screenshot, snipping tool, new, break a box around it. Something like that'll do. Save as roasted chicken dark, and we'll just save to the desktop. Now that off, open this, turn the grid off, same thing. Is that one? Weird. Like that. Could make it a different angle. Oh, we'll stick with it here. They're close to the same. Maybe I will go a completely different angle. That'll do. Snip that out of here. Save that as raw chicken dark. Dark being the background. And go with that. This down for a while. Let's see. I need to open. Open an old file to reference. I have those dark icons. Working on it, it said. Shit. That's not the right one. No, it has to be in there. These are not sized right. I suppose I could just open one that I know is sized right. 770 by 795, is that what I had them all at? Oh, so that's 810 by 810. Guess it doesn't really matter then. long as it's about square. I'll open this up. Oh shit. No, no, no. Here. Open with, yeah. $9.69 by $8.33. Let's see. I'll go box here. Select. Equal amount. Square. 816 by 816. That looks good. Copy that. Open a new one. 816. 816. And paste. Okay, now it's perfectly square. Export as roasted chicken craft icon in the desktop. Okay, now let's see. That I can just build that. Oh, then the light icons. If any of them doesn't matter, I'll open the cordage. Actually, both of these. The raw has pink backgrounds. Crack. Open with GIMP. So I'm gonna take that and replace it with this. This with GIMP. First, I need to take out the background, turn off anti-aliasing, use the magic tool. Need to turn down the threshold of that. So it just selects the gray background. Looks good. Delete that out of there. Select all. Copy that. And nope, I don't want to copy that yet. I need to shrink that. First, wipe out that picture. And shrink this to big as that. 64 by 64. So I want this to be about, well, let's see. Scale image. 64 height. quite. The 60. Scale that. Now, I'll copy it, paste it here. Could be a little bit bigger, maybe. That's not bad. See how that looks in the game. Should be alright. Export as chicken meat raw icon to the desktop. And now kill that. This. Open up one with the gray background. Go. This one. Go. On the beach. Could be there somewhere. Oh, there you are. And open this. Same thing. Grab the background. Delete it. And wipe out this guy, blink, and then take this one, scale him down to maybe 59. About right. Copy. Paste. I don't know why I'm not using hotkeys, but whatever. It maybe been a tad bigger. I'll let it be. Where the hell are my other icons? They always disappear. Oh, what the fuck? Just lost all my windows. Okay, export that as roasted chicken icon. The desktop. Export. Alright. Okay, we got them all. These three are the ones I need. One for the craft menu, two for the inventory. Why? Oh shit, I didn't. Oh, I'm an idiot. That was completely the wrong one. Where did you go? And you're not showing up anywhere. What in the hell? There he is. Good grief. Alright, that's the one that I want to export. call it roasted chicken icon. To the desktop, export it. Yes, I want to replace. Well, I can just kill all these. Put off GIMP here. Got my 3 icons. And those will most likely be changed in the future, but that'll work for now. So here, oh, I gotta bring the icons in first. Why the dark ones aren't in here, I don't know. Yeah, and where did I put the dark icons? Whoa, why the hell did that go? Content menu. Let's toss them in here. Oh, no, that's survival icons. So what? What did I put the dark ones? I don't even know what I named them. Did I just import it straight from... I might have imported it straight from my desktop and not even brought the image in here, but it has to be saved here somewhere. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Okay, let's go see where the root file is. Other ones. Oh, images. That makes sense. So bring you to here. Alright. Save you. And go back to icons. I think those saved though. Automatically when I moved them. Yes. And yes. Okay. Back to Game HUD. Turn image from roasted poultry from a lightning bolt to chicken meat. When are you? That one. It's gigantic, what the fuck? That makes no sense. Why did she get huge? Image size. It says 816 by 816, but it's squished, so I just need to change that to 300s. Should be what they all are. Yeah. There we go. That put everything back in the right spot. The cooked meat, this needs to be raw chicken. There. I know, and I literally ate one of those when I was on break. Had a chicken leg. It's good stuff. And go get something to eat, Claw. This needs to change to the roasted chicken icon. There. Now in this menu that'll change to roasted. I'll show the pink one in the campfire. That's what I need. And it'll make that. Save that, and then go into actual file for the pickup item. Make sure that those show the same, or show the right icon. I think I changed those yet. There we go. Chicken meat raw right here. And I will save that. And then chicken meat right here. There. Those should, unless I might need to change it here too. I can't remember. One of them doesn't need to be there, but I can't recall. Too lazy to look into it right now. So I'll switch them both. I think one will need to be there in the future when I add item descriptions on mouse over of stuff that's just in the inventory. If I do that. Alright, there we go. Fired up. Yeah, I've already added food poisoning, Brad. Did that a long time ago. If you eat the raw meat, there's about, I think, a 50% chance, exactly 50% chance. Maybe it's 70. Well, let me look. Right here. If you eat it, there is a 60% chance. Yeah. Although I believe zero counts in the random integer, so it's actually 4 out of 11. 4 out of 11 chance. No, 7. 7 out of 11 chance that you'll get food poisoning. So a little less than 60, right? Yeah, something like that. If you get food poisoning, you eat the pink herb, and that cures it. Otherwise, you can just wait it out. It takes like 70% of your health off or something. But I'll demonstrate it right now. Give myself food poisoning and heal it while I'm testing to make sure that all of this works. So here's the pink herb. That cures the food poisoning. Got the quiver, equip it. The arrows go directly into it. Grab the knife to harvest. Whoop, that was the hatchet. And I have to change that. It seems like I grab that hatchet a lot. The hatchet pickup box is too big. And bird is over here. Oh, it hit him in the head, and it just broke. There we go. You're dead now. Shit, where's that other one? Oh, it went through his head. It's over here somewhere. I'll look for it in a bit. Need to harvest him. There we go. Got both pieces of meat. Gonna drop them, make sure they drop right. Okay, good. Oh shit, he's back. That was too quick. Obviously, that won't happen. That arrow. I gotta find out why my arrows go through them sometimes. Oh, I gotta pick that up. Oh, that... Why is there extra meat? That doesn't make any sense. Did I... That might have harvested on the kill shots. Like I swung through him, it killed him, and then as the follow-through, the knife went through, it harvested the other pieces. Let's see if I can do that again. Die! Yeah, that's what happened. Now I shouldn't be able to get any more from him. That's pretty sweet. Kill and field dress the bird in one fell swoop. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna bleed to death. That would only happen when you kill something with a knife. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Well, I just gave myself food poisoning and I'm gonna die. There we go. Yeah, it might... Shit. I'll just move my mic closer. That was the main reason you probably can't hear me talk. I always forget to do that. There you go, how's that sound? Okay, now... Build a fire. Why no build? Oh, bow drill. There we go. Cool. Yeah, if it's still not loud enough, I could increase it a little bit. Okay, craft, survival, the meat. Roast the meat, tells what it is. Roasted poultry, increases health. Campfire to cook, prevents food poisoning. And it's telling me I need campfire in this to cook it. And there we go. And it's cooking 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Eat it. Get another. Get my health back. It's gonna be one of the main ways to get your health back is to chow down, but there's going to be penalties for eating too much. If your hunger bar is maxed and you continue eating, it's going to increase another bar that I've yet to add that will be on this menu somewhere, probably like the body weight bar, the fatigue bar, and what was the other one? Like mental stress bar will pop up only when you open your inventory. Those will be above the other bars right here. So you can gorge yourself to get your health back, but too much and become overweight, and then that will affect other things. Do I have my ears in the wrong ear? Yeah, I do. Like run speed and stamina drain and stuff like that. So I haven't got to implementing that yet. Ooh, I need to change the bias on the shadows. That pineapple looks like it's floating. Only at night it does that, though. Yeah. I wanted to test the... see what the raw meat looked like next to the cooked meat on the ground. Oh, broke my knife. Huh? Where the hell did that other... Oh, there's an arrow. It's not the one I lost, though. I don't know where it went. There's one. Got arrows all over the place. That might be the one I was looking for. Alright. Go back towards light. I still think the sun's too... or the moon light is too bright, and the ambient light isn't bright enough. I don't know, maybe I just need to get used to it. What do you guys think the night looks like? Is it something kind of fucked up? It's acceptable right now, but it could be better. Okay, dropping the raw meat and that meat. Alright, they're the same size. That works. Cook it. Make sure it still looks the same. Yep. We'll kill stuff for fun. It's way too easy to kill. Those crickets. I might have to blend in a different night sound that doesn't have crickets, so it isn't. So it's not crickets all night long. Drive me nuts. Shit. Die, you bastard! Oh fuck! Got you. Oh, good. Thanks, man. Die. Your band-aid. Thirsty. There we go. Oh shit. Can't light my torch unless I'm by a fire or I light a tinder bundle. Check and let's do that. Make another torch or two. Run around for a bit, try to find bugs. These traps won't look like that when they start. Won't have a, you know, the spikes are down and they're up at the same time. It's just because I placed these into the editor so I didn't have to craft them, and the script isn't set up for that to happen properly. If you just craft them, then they don't look like that. Then they automatically go to the right position. So doing make staves out of these. And craft torch, but I need a knife. Whoa, what? Oh, I just forgot to make cordage out of these. Need a rock shard, though. I'll bust one out of a rock, make sure that still works. Where'd you go? There you are. Grab the knife, equip that, then I can craft the torch. 1, 2. Oh. I forgot to make a stave out of that one. I swore I did. Oh, I needed one for the knife. Okay, there we go. That. Oh, I'm missing the blowgun. That torch is way too bright. I gotta tone that down. I keep saying that, but I keep forgetting to do it. Get out of here. Get in the light where I can see you. In the gob. Oh, you're poisoned now. Oh, shit, shit. This will be funny. What the fuck? That was cheap. Got nailed. Alright. Well, everything seems to be working fine now, except the torch light is too bright. So I'll start a new list. I think I fixed everything on the list today that I found. Couple things though. Turning off the weapon follow through once breaks. That fixed. The enemies don't cast a shadow from the torch yet. I gotta add that. I gotta check the arrow flying through the bird. You can hear the arrow hit the bird, and then it hits you hear it hit a tree if there's a tree behind it too. That's kind of lucky, but. That just needs, I need to take the delay out of the arrows before it disappears. So the flying arrow disappears before the static arrow that sticks out of their skin appears. Oops. Where are you going? Yeah, that moon is so bright. What are you doing over there? Oh shit. Oh, I just got killed. Die, bastard. Well, that happens. You try to be a savage with a spear. Yep. Torch is still going though. Really don't need to go through all this. I'll just exit out of here. Guess I can't. Alright, I'll let it play through, make sure it still works. Because I've made a bunch of changes to stuff that might not work right when the game starts from a fresh start. Alright, I think everything worked. I'm just gonna book it to the top of the nearest mountain, that staircase. Oh shit. So I can see what the night transition looks like. No, get off me! Might need to increase their run speed a little bit. I think I liked it better when their run speed was exactly the same as your run speed. Maybe just put it a tiny bit below so you can outrun them, but it'll take a while. Because right now I can outrun them way too fast. Ooh, I might have to change the way the sound works for running upstairs. That got a little funny. Sounds like I'm tripping. I might add invisible ramps so it's a smooth walk up the stairs. I could kind of control that with a manual camera shake script instead of letting it do what it's doing right now. Alright. Some goodies up here. That shadow. Shadow looks good close, but out there it starts to go all weird. Yeah, that jolting up and down too fast. The clouds are way too bright. Good, the moonlight came out at a decent time there. Yeah, I think those clouds need to get darker faster. Maybe not. That was okay. Oh shit, I'm freezing. Torch, torch. Oh! Torch. Wood. I already had one equipped. Durr. Okay. Yep, I'm thinking putting a ramp that only detects me will be better. Well, and allow the aliens to run up it too. That'll fix the sound from flipping out like that. And it'll keep the camera bob from going like a machine gun. And then I can manually add a camera bob that goes with the sound of the footsteps. Oh, and these sound like I'm walking on grass. That needs to change. Those don't though. Write that down. Okay. Formican. Oh shit. We're freeze to death. I gotta go. Nah, I'll be fine. Wait a second, why am I not getting cold that fast? Oh no, that is fairly fast. I'm gonna freeze to death. Alright, Formican, bird. Cast Torch Shadow. Arrow flying through the bird. I believe I can fix that with the do once statement. Torch is too bright. I still think the moon is too bright too. And the ambient light is too dark. Turn off the weapon follow through when it breaks. The page is full, that's why I need to start a new list. The rock sounds, not all the rocks have a rock sound. Rock sound. Whatever, boulder, footsteps. What was the other thing? Shit, forgot. There was something else. Don't recall. Oh, the ramp on the stairs. Stair ramp and manual camera shake. Camera bob. Oh shit. Which I'll probably put an option for, because I don't always like that in games. Depends on what the bob is like. Some games it just doesn't feel right, or it's really distracting. Or disorienting. Some games it's subtle enough, or realistic enough. Where I like it. So, oh shit! Oh, I fucked up. Damn it. I turned down the control that you have after you jump in the air. You know what I mean. How realistically inertia is gonna take you where you're going no matter what the hell you do. But if you're Super Mario, you can completely change directions when you're in the air. So games will have, you know, anywhere in between those two sides. Right now, this is more realistic than it isn't. You jump in there and you have momentum. You're going that direction no matter what. That's why I just jumped off the cliff. But I might add, even though it's unrealistic, I might add a little more control so you can, if you realize you're gonna jump off a cliff like that, you can quick redirect your momentum. And Unreal has the system already set up completely. It's pretty nice. It's just one variable that you change that's already set up. I think it's called air braking. Can't remember. Hey, what's up? You're hungry? Wait, didn't I just feed you? You had candy? Oh, that's right, I made Corbin something. He had chicken. What do you want? What? You don't know? Do you want some more of that ravioli that I made yesterday? No? Well, what do you want? Barbecue chips? You know where they are? They're up in that cupboard. Can you get them? You have to be really careful. You're gonna climb up that high. You want me to get them? Okay, I'll get them in a little bit.
Daddy, one of these balls
Oh shit.
will not hold, and one is.
Yeah?
The big one might not hold.
What are those?
Balls.
Those ping pong balls? I think they're both hard. The one's like heavy. These are thicker plastic, I think.
Yeah, this one is plastic. This one is like rock kind of.
It's like rock?
Yeah.
Kinda.
This is like an iron ball.
Iron ball?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
What if like a mod on Minecraft takes iron ball?
You can make an iron balls with a mod on Minecraft? What? What do you use iron balls for? You don't know?
Yeah, you pull them at that time. Then you have one little piece of really slow, so you have to want more.
Yeah?
You have to back.
Cool.
It's a metal donut.
Like a metal donut? Oh, washer. I don't know why it's called a washer. That's a good question. A spring? That was a spring from a homemade gun. Yeah.
If we have the white stuff,
It is disassembled.
then we just knew this.
That was a project for the fun of it a few years ago. Made a Unabomber pistol. It's way easier than it should be. Probably shouldn't say that on live streaming. Not that there's a million YouTube videos out there, people doing the same thing. Alright, I was gonna wait till the day transition. I don't know, where the hell's the moon? There it is. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Probably 15-20 minutes. So I might go kill a couple more things. If I can find any more bugs.
And when you spin this,
You know what that is?
it goes this way or that way.
Yeah. It's a wrench.
And when you spin this down, it makes it go this way. And up, it makes it go that way.
Yeah, it's adjustable.
And but with and then it like this.
Yep, then it's closed. You can't use it anymore.
This is for like a pickaxe.
For a pickaxe? You're gonna go mine with the wrench? Awesome.
And then if you wanna fit something with a
Oh shit, not a tree. I mean, shoot. Bird's gonna be chasing me now. Yep.
What is chasing you?
That bird.
Oh,
That guy right there. Chicken. Oh! Stuck in him, but it didn't damage him. There we go. It's getting cold. That is a socket. Or a socket wrench. Yep. I hear one. Where are you coming from? Throwing my headphones in. Oh shit! There he is. I mean, shoot! What? Oh my god. What? That's the sharpener, yeah. Did you get shavings all over the place? I know I shot 3 arrows.
I thought there
There it
was
is.
no way to open it, but then here was a way to open it.
There's the way. Oh, my torch burnt out. Oh, cool.
So torches?
Yeah, there's torches.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
it's a little fire.
Yep. I
Did
think.
you make that?
Yeah, I made it.
Oh, fire.
On your what world?
Oh, no. So, is it nighttime? We just have to find fire and then that will take
A second. Oh, cool. A torch right there. Let's use that one.
Wait,
What?
this.
What's that? I don't know. Those are gonna go all over the place. Those are little eye screws. It's just like the, yeah, the like little tiny versions of that big eye bulb that you helped me put in the tree for the swing.
I can't open the other one. That have what are these again? Eyeballs?
Eye screws.
They didn't fly everywhere.
Good.
Oh, man. Like a little ladybird wing. Like a little. Then what is it?
That's a marker.
We have a
No, there's no eraser in there.
what is this thing? Oh, this must have been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Look. What is that? I think
Uh-oh.
it's other side is doing too, but it like this. The other side is this. Yeah. This
What?
is the other side.
Yeah, I think both sides had a tip on them.
But this one is flat down, and the other one's like other thing. This is the other one. This is different.
Yeah.
See the other side? That one.
Yeah, they're different, so you can make different lines
Yeah.
with each side. Marker is so old, I can't believe it still works. I get to smell it. Marker's nearly 20 years old.
I'm trying to like build another tiny one that can't do it the spin. I found little screws here to put that in.
Oh, how did that miss? Oh, it kicked my butt up in the air. There we go. Where'd that one go that I shot? Find it. Whoa, there's a lot of arrows around here. What's up with that? Those aren't even the one that I lost. Hope that's not a mistake and I just forgot to pull those out of the corpses I shot them in. Heck. Uh-oh, campfire went out. I was using that as a reference point for direction. I think I shot that arrow this way. Don't see it. I was gonna try to kill him with a sword, but I want to try to live till morning. Oh no, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yep. No. Oh fuck. Oh man, I almost made it out alive. Dead. Dang it. Alright. Oh, come to finish me off, huh? That's pretty fun. I'm gonna go feed the little one. And I guess I'll have to test the morning transition another time. But I got a little list of stuff to work on. Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I gotta get the NPCs to cast shadows, figure out why the arrows are flying through the enemies sometimes. I think that one through the Formican insectoid, I thought it was only the bird that was happening to, but it looks like it's an arrow issue, and I think that might be connected to why the arrows don't always make a sound when they hit a tree, which in turn I think might be affected by the scripting that determines the speed of the arrow, which is determined by how far you draw back the bow. Might be an issue around there somewhere that is causing all four of those things to screw up. Then the torch and the moonlight and ambient light, I still want to tweak that a little bit. It just doesn't seem right yet. The rock sounds, the footsteps on the boulders I'm going to change. Oh my goodness, that's pretty cool. And throw a ramp on the stairs.
Oh, I can't stand on the lot.
And then after that, I want to add the carapace armor. I did the chicken meat today, so that's done. The ability for the enemies to break the traps and the barricades. And then the Formican and the bird fighting each other when I'm not around. If they run into each other, I want them to be able to fight. It shouldn't be too tricky to implement. And then I need to work on the maze and the cave darkening during the day. That's going to be a little tricky because to get that to look right, especially this transition in and out of them. And I'm gonna add some type of character leveling too, so the longer you live, the more that you do, the bigger your HP pool, the more damage you do, stuff like that. Maybe the faster your crafting is. It's instant right now, but I'm gonna add some kind of, maybe just a quick loading bar. I don't know. I'm gonna add icons that pop up when your weapon durability gets low. Just like the icons that pop up when you get too cold or you're too hungry, your health gets too low, stuff like that. And the ability to throw weapons. I think I might add that too. That's kind of the plan to work on, those like about a dozen things. And in and amongst all that, I'll continue to build out the world. I haven't really done much of that at all lately. That's all I was doing for a couple weeks. But shit, I forgot how to navigate. There we go. Like this jungle needs to be a little bit more dense. It's gonna, for now, it's gonna mostly look right around the hut. Is about how I want it. You know, the density of this grass and the other types of foliage kind of over here. This is how this whole area will look like. There might be some little sparse spots like this, without much, especially when it gets closer to the mountainside. But over here, this is really barren. There will be a lot of grass and ground foliage, maybe some smaller trees. And then that needs to continue all down to here. Flesh out this forest. I mean, it looks kind of like a... Not really, I mean, it looks like a lot of trees there, but when you get into it, I mean, there's a lot of bare ground. I'll throw rocks and grass and stuff. And obviously, there's jack shit out there. Over here, anywhere there's the dark blue ground is going to be mostly jungle. And some trees on the mountainside too. It's kind of screwy. What's that all about? I can fix that in Blender. Throw a boulder on top of it. Not just because that's the easy way, but because I'm going to put boulders all over the mountains like this too. So if I come across a little area that doesn't look good, I can just throw a rock on it. Yeah. Cool. On the right nut for the right bolt. I might change this over here too. I'm not sure if I really like that. It's kind of out of place. All of a sudden, just this weird Stonehenge highway. I might make that more like this area right here, just kind of random rocks placed. I don't know. I like it, but a part of me doesn't like it.
Now I got a splint on it.
Yeah. Cool. I gotta finish putting a lot of rocks around the stairway too. I kind of just ended right there. I couldn't take it anymore. Left the rest of the stairway just barren. Yeah. Need to mess with the UV map too to get rid of this texture stretching on the mountain. And add stuff here. There's going to be another type of building right there. The stairs look pink because I have those colored in the startup script. It randomly assigns a color to each stair. Because I didn't feel like going through every step and randomly assigning a color. So if you looked really close, you'd notice that when you save a game and then load a new one, the stairs are different colors. Like the bottom stair might go from, you know, pink, purple, blue. The next time you play, it might be purple, blue, pink. But that might change. What ground cover over here. Anywhere there's that darker ground. I might add that dark ground right here too. Maybe not. Kind of weird that it's just stone right there. Plants growing out of it. Over here, this is pretty much done except for the grass. Put a little more grass, you know, well, there's no grass cover here at all.
I don't want
But I'll work on that too. As those will be the first things that I work on for building the world before I get into building something else like another crazy temple somewhere. Oh yeah, that I put call distance on the maze, so you can't see it when you get a certain distance from it. Don't think that's close enough to notice in the game because it's secluded, literally, from your eyes by the temple itself. By the time you'd ever get to a vantage point where you could see that, it'll reappear. But that's so this massive maze system in here doesn't render when you're not by it. But you can't really see the whole thing because of the cull distance. Still gotta walk in there and make sure it works, so you turn a corner and look down a long corridor and the other end of it isn't, you know, invisible. I might have to replace all of these guys too, because I've realized that, is it them? No, I think it's the plant fiber. I thought, for some reason I thought I was gonna have to replace these. Because I need to move the original placement of the file. Well, that's all messed up right there. What? Weird texture stretching. I know I have to change these. When you pick those plant fibers up, the rotation point is way off to the side. So most things when you pick up, if you want to turn it by scrolling the mouse wheel, it works on most everything except a few things like that plant fiber. You hit the mouse wheel and it swings like a huge circle out in front of you. And then I'll have to keep in mind the call distance of some trees. Like those trees you can see don't have any call distance on them. They're visible no matter how far away you are. So there's still some trees when you're on top of a mountaintop looking around, like the trees on that floating island over there. But first I'll basically flesh out much of the jungle with the massive trees that have no call distance and keep checking, make sure it doesn't affect the frame rate. And once I have that done, so you can see the jungle from afar, then I'll go down and start filling it out with stuff that has call distance like that. Yep.
This is stuck on like not.
You can't get it out? Yeah, let me see.
It has to stool.
What are you making here? You gotta unscrew it. Oh, the nut on the bolt, I see. There you go. Thought the bolt was stuck in the sockets. There you go. Alright, so I am out of here for the day. Most likely you won't come back tonight. So, really, I don't know. Probably not. I can hang out with kids, watch a show or something. And I'll work on this more tomorrow and hopefully stream part of it, not all of it. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Take care.